Alright, hey, what's going on? It's Miley here, and welcome to my Let's Play sort of first look at Teslagrad. Now, this game is one that I've got a pretty good amount of time into, and I'm starting off here showing you from the very beginning of the game. I've missed out the cutscenes and stuff, but this is the game from the beginning. And this is a little 2D puzzle platforming, 2D puzzle platformer that is, it's just got this fantastic little art style. Kind of a, I don't know, in a small, similarish kind of way. Maybe it's just because the character reminds me of another perspective ever so slightly. It's just this really fantastic little game that has such a great tone to it. Like, I'll talk about games having a feel, you know, like they have a feel. Games feel a certain way. They have a sort of like, between the aesthetic and the way that everything works, they get a feel. And this game just feels great. Like, that's the best way that I could describe this game. It just feels great. I didn't get up there apparently. This little intro bit is basically just you running away from these guys who have come to invade your home, and it's essentially like, you know, this happened, therefore you ended up where you are for the main bit of the story, which is the game is pretty much set, which you'll see in a minute, in this bigger castle. Big castle, and in the castle there's sort of like a load of this old kind of ancient tech that you find. Okay, I made it good. I got a bit nervous there. There's all this old ancient tech that you discover and start using to, you know, solve puzzles and progress further throughout the castle. And like, it's really cool because it's just this great feeling of exploration, and you get such a sense of wonder as you're traveling through the castle. Also, the game in itself, like, it controls great. Like, all the controls feel really good. You don't take fall damage, which I like, because fuck fall damage, dude. Nobody actually takes damage from falling over, right? It's legit, huh? Yeah. I'm playing it with a keyboard. I think I'd prefer to play this game with a mouse, with a controller. I think that'd be the best way that you could play it, or like the way that I feel like you would get the most enjoyment out of playing it. But this game is just good, man. It's just a good game. It's just thoroughly enjoyable. This intro bit is actually a hell of a lot longer than I remember it being, and it's pretty much just, you know, familiarising you with the jump, climb, grab on mechanics. And here's the big boss man. He's gonna come and try and catch us now. I don't know why they're trying to catch us. I guess we're important. For some reason we're important. I never quite understood that, but you know, it's whatever, man. Here we are, like, fucking shit's lighting up. Spooky stuff is happening. Old grey man's going away. We made it. It's also, there are bits where it's like that. It's got that sort of the 2D game with the sort of pseudo 3D parts to it, which there's some really nice like visual effects that use bits of that later, which are really cool. So now we'll be getting into the actual castle bit. There's a dead guy here, and that you can see him up there, like running around the other end of the castle. I haven't actually seen him yet. I'm sort of like, I've got through like a couple of bits to go. Oh, yellow here starts teaching you stuff, and you start discovering all these weird little like ways that stuff works. I suppose, like, you start figuring out how this weird like electronic kind of magnetized tech, and that's basically what the game is based around. It's just like magnets and shit. Okay, I died there because I wasn't actually like watching the screen, and I do this sometimes. I just don't look at the screen, and then I die. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, this little red dude. Yeah, it's good. I like this bit. It's kind of funny. Like, played through these earlier segments, it's like you forget how like how much easier it was. Oh yeah, let's get up here. Oh shit, fucked up. I didn't see it for a second. But the way that this game uses puzzle mechanics, I think, is great. Like, the physics in it feel really cool. Like, I really like the physics. I think they're awesome. Yeah, the way that this game does puzzle is like a really fun way for me. So like, I'm usually the kind of person who doesn't like puzzle all that much often. So now I can, like it tells you in the top right, you can punch different magnets. So if I punch this, it will magnetize and go to the top like that. And this is like pretty much like the core element of the game for the most part, like, or one of the core elements of the game. The fact that you can change the magnetic polarity of the stuff. And it allows you to like manipulate things in the environment and get around different puzzles, get through different areas. And there's some really, really cool stuff that gets done with it. Those little scrolls up there, I'm not sure what they're used for yet, but they seem to be everywhere, and I don't seem to get many of them, basically. So the game's just sort of familiarizing you with like all the little puzzles they give you. And this room here is the kind of progression room. I don't have a map yet, but at one point in the game you do get a map, and you realize that this room is basically the room that takes you up throughout the higher levels and allows you to progress further and further into the game. Let's go up here to do this. Punch this thing. I'm not going to show you too much. I'll probably just show you sort of 10-20 minutes of footage here of the actual game. I think that gives you a pretty good, a pretty good understanding of what the game's got to offer in terms of. Oh yeah, I need to punch this guy. Oh, maybe I don't. I lied. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. What do I do here? Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, I thought that was it. Just getting myself confused. Yeah. See, the bits like that where it just used a little bit of the physics, it's really cool. I think it's really cool anyway. We can go through here. This bit's kind of funky. You have to like sort of get through a lot of it without being magnetized, because otherwise it pushes you into electric beams and stuff. I actually can't get through there yet because I don't have a certain ability that will allow me to. There we go. Go over here. Punch you. There it is. This bit's really cool, actually. I remember this bit being like specifically cool because you fly around the place. Yeah, look at that. Come on, that's cool, right? All right, like it's definitely cool. I know it's cool. I know for a fact that it's cool. This thing goes over here and it pushes that up, and it's really nice, like the way that all these things work. I think they're cool. I need to punch this guy red. Can I, please? Okay, game. That's how you want to do it. Please. Please. Yes. Okay, there we go. I have to wait until I drop off my magnet. Go around here and dodge these guys. Otherwise we'll get magnetized and then might possibly run into the thing. Oh, this is terrible. Not what we wanted. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I can't believe I fell on that. That's actually such shit. I probably did it. Damn. Punch, 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 punch. You can only change ones with circles on, by the way, in case you didn't realise. You can't change the little blocks with the X's. You can't change those ones. Oh, bah. There's actually a thing here that I wanna. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Made it. Jump. Yeah, there it is. Please. There we go. I forget. I can. No, I don't need to do that yet. It's over here. Oh, it's the meow. See, like, things like that. That's cool. I just like that. I think it's a cool ass mechanic. That's what I think it is. I think the mechanics in this game, like all the ones that I've come across so far, anyway, I really liked. Now I think, yeah, this is it. There we go. There is the first boss battle. It's probably the only one I'll be showing you. I've got to the second boss battle in my actual me playing the game on my own solo so far. Basically from the magnet leads, so he sucks up the blocks and eats them. It's pretty simple. It took me a little minute to figure out what the second boss was requiring me to do. But the second boss is actually really clever what it makes you do. And it's also quite difficult. Like, I found the second boss really quite challenging. This guy took me a couple of days. For the most part, not too bad. This bit's a little bit sketchy and can be a little bit difficult to dodge because you just have to get really close to the fire at first, which is not fun. And then he also becomes very fast and you can get caught up on these blocks. But for the most part, he's not too difficult as far as bosses go. The only thing I ever had trouble with was that I used to keep trying to light up the smaller blocks and they would just fly around out of control. I find that sort of medium-sized blocks go into the best and stuff. At least that's what I've noticed. Or they just stuff like that. And then he'd like demagnetize at the wrong time, stop sucking up and stuff. And I have to like sort of sit back in this kind of general area so that I don't get burnt. It's a bit nerve-wracking, like, and I do find like I hate in games like this where I get stuck on bosses like this on the same little bits of sort of like trying to solve a little bit of a puzzle to get through a boss or shit like that happens. I just nearly die and it's fucking awful. And I get left off of these boss fights for absolutely ages. And it's the worst thing. Like I haven't actually beat the second boss in this game, and I haven't played it that much since getting to the second boss and not getting through it because it's so frustrating trying to do it. I just don't want to do it. I can't bring myself to sit down and play it. Shit's too difficult. Like it's hard, man. I can't even remember what the fight is. I know like I remember the bits that got to me, but then like there was something in particular that I just found so difficult. I can't quite remember it. What I initially thought of this fight was that you would have to punch the blocks and get him to suck you up. But that turned out wasn't the case. Just make him eat blocks and kapooms himself and becomes all dead and stuff. Happiness. We can go up here. We can be ditches. I wonder if you can get over there. Not like this, anyway. Maybe later in the game. Yeah, let's go. Go through here. Oh wait, oh yeah, I need to. So like you come here and you wouldn't be able to get through, right? So then you have to go back here, and this is where we get our second ability. And this is, I can't remember if I've got another ability yet or not. Also, these things, creepy as fuck. Look, we acquired blink boots. Yeah, blink boots. Blink boots OP, man. Could you imagine blink boots in fucking Dota? Holy shit. Shit would be totally imber. Come here. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey, buddy. Hey. There you go. Good. Good, weird, deranged demon thingy. And this is where the game gets really interesting, because this blink mechanic feels really nice. It's like a really, it just feels good. I like everything about this ability. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels. I like these two abilities so far. Like I just think they're really cool. And that's part of what like makes me enjoy this game so much. Honestly, it's just the way in which the abilities that you get work. It feels really smooth and natural to like use them. And once you get used to using them, you can become like pretty adept at doing it, and you can fly through some of the bits of the puzzling and the platforming pretty comfortably. Yep. This, do I remember this bit, or do I not remember this bit? What's going on here? Oh, dead. Dead. I guess we're just using these little or these little light dudes to tell us where to go. Can't get down there anyway. Where do I go up here? I think I went up here before. Maybe I go over here. Like this. There we go. There we go. There it is. Okay. That bit, not so fun. Oh yeah, I know this room. Remember this room? These two little minxes in there. Boing. Boing. Oh shit. Okay, I fucked up. Boing. Yo. That means it's Dota time. Like, and we demagnetize this shit and we squash the little monkeys. And I haven't figured out how to get up there yet. Like I legit haven't figured out how to get up there, and it's really been getting to me. Also, that little jump there, the first time I did that jump, I couldn't see it, and it took me 20 minutes, literally 20 minutes walking in this area trying to figure out how I got from there to there. I just couldn't, like, I just couldn't suss that jump out. Like for whatever reason, it wouldn't click, and I just couldn't do it, and it was the most frustrating thing. But this is where like the blink platforming comes in. Also, I don't know if that actually has a different name. I'm referring to it as Blink because that's what, you know, the Dota term is, but it's definitely like the best name for it right now, so I'm sticking to it. There it is. What do I do here? Oh, I have to blink jump. This is where it becomes like you sort of have to, you start testing the distance, and it is quite nice. You see like things in the background, the tapestries that tell you some stuff. Hang on, sorry about that, I'm back. I had to respond to something. Yeah, this is when you start sort of realizing like it kind of pushes you learning the extents of how far your blink will go and stuff, so that you become a bit better at using it. Oh shit. Oh. This is a bit sketchy. Like some of these jumps, I don't know, man. They get a little bit difficult. This is the only scroll that I've actually got in this game so far. And you do it by doing that. You get the scroll, jump on the platform, lets you out. It's cool. And press tab. It gives me a map. How about that, huh? Look at that. Got a map. It's legit, right? Don't know what that is. That's nothing. But I have a map now. I know where I am. And stuff. Parkour. Okay. This is a game that I'd actually, funnily enough, considered. I was fuck this jump up. I find this jump to be like the most difficult shit for some reason. Excuse me. Yeah, this was a game that I'd like really, highly considered doing a playthrough of because I liked it so much. And what the fuck? Because I thought it was awesome. Like I just thought it was just awesome. Like. Just I don't know, kind of everything about it. I was like, yeah, this is just such a wicked game. Like there is just all these features, the way everything works. I thought this is actually just fantastic. But then I realized that it'd be a really boring walkthrough. Like it'd just be me trying to figure out the puzzles. When I don't figure out the puzzles, or when I do figure out the puzzles, it's just me playing through it. There's not like there's no place for this game for me to make good content on it other than this sort of initial video. I don't think. But it's definitely a really good game. That you should definitely check out. And I'm gonna leave it off here. I'm gonna close the video, and it's kind of giving me the urge to actually just go and play more of this game. In fact, actually, I think there's one room that I kind of want to get to. If I can see it. If I could not fuck this bit up, it'd be great. I don't know why I'm not making this little bit. I remember it being this confusing to do this bit. Yeah, maybe you have to blink. I guess you have to blink. It's weird. I feel like you shouldn't have to blink here. Like I shouldn't have to blink, right? I shouldn't have to blink here. Yes, you do though. I can't even blink. That's fucking awful. There are bits like this where the puzzling just becomes fucking awful. That's just puzzle games in general. Like my dislike of puzzle games is pretty large. In fact, I fucking hate 90% of them. Like have a really strong disliking of puzzle games in general. It's just not a genre that I've ever particularly got along with, but puzzle platformers I tend to get along with a little bit better because there's a bit more to them. And a game like this where it's just like utterly fantastic is definitely a game that I would like to, it is just exempt from my fucking absurdly unnatural hatred of, oh, I hate this bit, it makes you go do all this fucking shitty walking, and I can't have to run through there properly. Oh my god, it's gonna make me afraid. Fuck this bit. I hate this bit of the game. This is where you're better off. You have to like leave through the other exit, so you come into this room from the opposite door, like the one on the left. Otherwise, this takes absolutely ages to get through, and it's awful. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little look at Teslagrad. You can check out all my other stuff in the description for more videos like this. I do shit like this on loads of games. It's a really cool game. I would definitely recommend getting it. There should be a link in the description as to where you can find the game. I'll find out more information about the developers and the game, etc. Stuff like that. Thank you for watching. I've been Marley, and I will see you next time.